This is Andy Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Johnny Nelson here in London. Johnny, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you very much. It's been a long-ass day.
It has been, and we're nearly at the end, but you've got a few more interviews to do just yet, Johnny. Here we are. Joshua-Dubois is amongst us. What's your thoughts as we draw ever closer towards Saturday night?
I'm excited for it. Saturday night, 96,000 people at Wembley. Joshua against Dubois. I think Dubois came dressed like he was going to church, dressed nice and smart and sharp. Tried to be quick-witted. He's not. You know, one line's up with there, but you bounce back and forth with him. He's stumbling. Anthony Joshua, what within himself? He's like thinking, you know what? I've been here, done that. I don't need to get in your face. I don't want you to get in my face. Don't disrespect me, and I'll just go through the motions.
What did you make of those rumours that came out yesterday that himself and Don Charles were no longer working together? We know it's been cleared up since, but what do you make of it now? We can reflect a little bit.
Well, I knew why Don Charles wasn't around. I found out probably 2 days ago that he's got a bad cold and he's just stayed away from the situation. I think what probably fueled the rumours was Spencer Fearon's outburst on the father.
Do you think, if at all, AJ might have become distracted by those reports? AJ might have been, because he might have thought, is Daniel going to be kind of out of it a little bit?
Made those mistakes and underestimated a little fat Mexican, thought it's a walk in the park. Learned his lesson. He's made a mistake and looking at a blown up middleweight in Usyk. Learned his lesson. So now he's learnt the lesson not to take things for granted. Because if you do, then you get shown your backside. So I don't think this AJ cares what's happening elsewhere.
A lot of people expect to see an explosive fight, Johnny. How do you expect to see this one unfold?
I expect to see a heavyweight version of Hagler-Hearns. Without a doubt. I do. Daniel's saying, by any means necessary, I'm going to get in there, I'm having it. And with him saying that, you know, that means no matter what, you hit me, I'm hitting you. And AJ, you saw in their first presser when he sat down, you're disrespecting me. He's going to be the same. You hit me, I'm hitting you. It's going to be a right tear-up.
A lot of people obviously favouring Anthony Joshua heading into Saturday night. For yourself, is AJ a favourite? If so, why?
He's a favourite because he's got the one thing you can't buy, borrow, or pretend to have, and that's experience. He's a favourite because he's a mature heavyweight. This will be his fourth time at Wembley Stadium. He's the favourite because he boxes too sharp, too fast, and he's a good boxer. Doesn't get hit as often as Daniel does. He's a favourite because Daniel gets hit too much.
Can I just ask on the experience front? He's obviously not to the same amount as what Anthony Joshua has had, but Daniel Dubois, he fought Kevin Lerena at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the Fury Chisora free card. He fought Alexander Usyk in Poland against all of those screaming Ukrainian fans. Do you feel like he does have enough experience to know what to expect come Saturday night?
He doesn't have the experience Anthony Joshua's got. You know, he doesn't have that at all. Trust me. And because when you're number one expected to win, when you're going into those big fights, then that's one. Number two, when you're going in. And Anthony Joshua's had it all the way through his professional career. He's had to grow up in public with us. So no, he doesn't. Anthony Joshua's had less of a career than all round in boxing than Daniel Dubois. But as a professional fighter, the experience that Anthony Joshua's had to go through. Just remember this: if all of a sudden you become a household name, a star, you can't walk down the street without being mobbed. That's a completely different experience. Your life changes, your mindset changes. You've got to view things differently. Daniel Dubois can walk down the street, and maybe certain places he can go, you know, nobody knows. Anthony Joshua has had to adjust his whole lifestyle to transferable skill from his personal and his professional. He's had to take himself away, his mindset away. The experience Anthony Joshua's been through, you know, Daniel Dubois is not going to be anywhere near them.
You have to give AJ advice on how to deal with that from your own recollection of your time?
Yeah, he's got to learn himself.
Johnny, just with you undercard, there's some fantastic fights on there, but which one in particular is kind of standing out for you?
I'm looking forward to Joshua-Buatsi against Willie Hutchinson. I think it's going to be a really good fight.
It's obviously been a very personal build-up as well now.
It's personal because Willie Hutchinson's very good at getting under your skin, and it's the first time we've seen Joshua-Buatsi pissed off. And so now we're thinking, what's going on here? And Joshua-Buatsi has to be like that, because if he's not, Willie Hutchinson will pickpocket him.
So quickly get your thoughts on a couple of things before we wrap this up. Your old division, Chris Billam-Smith, champion of the title you used to hold. Zerdo Ramirez, unified cruiserweight title bout. What do you think, mate? What do you make of it?
A good fight, he can win. A good fight, he's strong enough and fit enough to win. And I'm so glad the opportunity is happening for him. He's having to box away from home. So again, what a great opportunity to unify the titles.
Do you think he's the favourite?
I'm never going to back against him again. I'm not going to do that. I've done it twice now, and I've come up short. So I think this guy's got something about him that people just don't give credit for.
And as well, that Usyk-Fury 2 rematch in December, as we draw ever closer, both men kind of be keeping one eye on this fight because you never know if they'll cross paths with either of these men in the future again. Just your thoughts though, Usyk-Fury 2.
I gather both men are going to be here on Saturday, and you know they've got to be spectators like everybody else. Tyson was ringside when AJ knocked out Ngannou. Usyk has beaten both men, so he can sat there like the cat that's got the cream. So it'll be good. It'll be good to see all these fighters there.
Johnny, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.